Hi, my name is Ivory Harlow. Welcome to Ohio Farm Bureau Live. Today we're going to be talking about communicating the value of local foods to your customers, so stay tuned. Hi, welcome to Ohio Farm Bureau Live. My name is Ivory Harlow. Today we're going to be talking about communicating the value of local foods to your customers. Our Farm Bureau members are at the farm stand, they are at the farmers market, they're selling to customers in retail and restaurant environments. So how do we communicate the value of our farm products to those customers? That's what we're going to be talking about today. First, a little bit about the Farm Bureau. For those of you who aren't familiar, the Farm Bureau is a grassroots membership organization that works to support our state's food and farm community. The Ohio Farm Bureau's mission is working together for Ohio farmers to advance agriculture and strengthen our communities. Today, we're going to be talking about communicating the value of local food to your customers. So whether you're selling at the farm stand, from the farm, whether you have a pick-your-own operation, or you have customers coming direct to your farm, communicating the value of the products that you sell is important, both to increasing your sales and to telling why your product is different than those similar products that they see in the grocery store that are selling for less, or maybe even the market stall next to yours that's selling similar products. That's what we're going to focus on today. So first, the benefits of local food. We all know that local food is good for health and it's good for the environment. It creates a strong local economy. Local food creates a resilient local food system. That's important because it ensures an adequate food supply for our local communities and the folks that live in our region. Consumers, chefs, customers, they all want to know where their food comes from. They're increasingly interested in how food is grown and raised and produced. And as local producers, we can communicate that as value to them, and then in turn they are able to enjoy all the benefits of eating local food and supporting the local economy. And all foodies enjoy that interaction with local farmers. That's why the growth in farmers markets is increasing, and that's why we're seeing more folks asking for local foods on menus of their favorite restaurants and on retail store shelves. But local food tends to have higher prices. This past weekend I was at the farmers market, and a quart of strawberries at the farmers market was between $5 and $5.50. That same quart at the big box retail store down the road was $2.90. So we have a difference in prices for local foods. We need to communicate the value to help customers understand that difference in price. There's also the inconvenience factor. So Saturday morning, farmers market, 8 to noon or 8 to 1, that's a short window when you have the big box store down the road open for 24 hours selling the same products. So there's a little bit of an inconvenience. This is also true when selling to retail stores or restaurants. They're used to having perhaps one big delivery of food every week or twice a week that has all of the ingredients they need to make those meals. There's an inconvenience factor to working one-on-one with local producers, regardless if the quality is higher and the product is better. They're struggling to work with multiple producers and create menus around what's available. So there's an inconvenience factor to local food that can cause a disconnect. And of course, the competition. So if you're a local producer and you're selling at the farmers market, your competitors are not just the other people at the farmers market that are selling the same items, but they're also the folks in the grocery store down the road. Now we see a huge increase in ordering food online. That's being delivered straight to your house. So there's a lot of competition for our local producers. The solution is to communicate the value of local food using the WCSA method. I wish that spelled something that was super easy to remember. However, WCSA does not. But it's going to make sense when I tell you what it stands for. W, what? What is the product? We need to know the attributes of our products to communicate the value of those products to our customers. W is for what. C is for concerns. What are our customers concerned with? The more we understand our customers' concerns, the more we can speak to those concerns with the unique solutions that our customers are interested in, that provide a solution to those concerns. That's what the S stands for. So we have W stands for what, C stands for concerns, S is the solutions to those concerns, and finally A, that's asking for the sale. WCSA, what, concerns, solutions, and ask. I'm going to do a demonstration now to show you how using this method might work to sell your local products. I brought with me some products from local farms and we'll use a scenario of perhaps a farmer's market where you might use the WCSA method to communicate the value of your local foods to your customers. So let's start with strawberries. These strawberries are huge and delicious from a local farm in Fairfield County, Schultz Valley Farms. Schultz Valley Farms is in Fairfield County. They sell at the Lancaster Farmers Market. They have a pick your own. They also have a 75-member CSA on their farm, and also sell in Keller's Market House, which is a retail store in downtown Lancaster. So you can visit not only to have their delicious, big and beautiful strawberries, but also they sell several fresh produce items at those markets. So, speaking specifically to their strawberries, the what of strawberries, these are fresh berries. You can pick them at Schultz Valley Farms, or you can stop by their farm stand or purchase these at the locations I mentioned. The what is the strawberry. What might be customers' concerns about purchasing strawberries? I mentioned that price difference. So if you go to the big box store to buy a quart of strawberries, you're paying $2.98. If you buy these from the farmers markets, they're between $5 and $5.50, depending. So these are concerns the customer might have if the customer is price sensitive. Another concern, we know that pesticide application or herbicide application. So how are these strawberries produced on the farm? What are the solutions that a farmer that is growing strawberries for a pick your own might have for customers that are concerned with pesticides or those sorts of applications on their fruits and vegetables. So the solution, how would I solve that problem for the customer? If the customer came and mentioned to me, oh, I'm interested in these strawberries, that price seems relatively high. Well, these strawberries were picked yesterday afternoon for farmers markets this morning, so they're the freshest strawberries. I know you're going to taste the difference in the freshness when you bring these home. I had a customer last week that they came back this week and bought more strawberries because they said these are the most delicious strawberries that they have ever tasted. So there's a difference in freshness, and you're going to taste the difference in quality. We grow these strawberries using plasticulture, which allows us to reduce applications of herbicides and pesticides. So they're different than the strawberries that you're going to buy in the conventional store. These are all hand-picked by our family on our family farm, which is right down the road here in Fairfield County. So those are some solutions that you would provide to the customer. These strawberries are currently selling for $5 a quart. How many quarts would you like? If the customer was to say, I would like to buy 1 quart to eat fresh, perhaps you could share a recipe card for them to make strawberry jam or strawberry syrup to eat on their pancake Sunday morning if they're buying their strawberries on Saturday, something like that, and then suggest, to make this strawberry jam, you're going to to actually need 4 quarts. Having a strawberry shortcake recipe and being able to provide that to them, giving them ideas and ways that they could increase the amount of strawberries they're buying, and also some ideas on how to use those strawberries, aside from just eating fresh. Although I could probably eat 4 quarts of these strawberries fresh by myself, so I would need 8. Another great example, eggs. So eggs from a farm in Ross County, pastured Providence. These folks are a small family farm. They raise pastured meats in addition to eggs. They have free-range hens so that are laying these eggs. A beautiful farm. They sell at the Worthington Farmers Market. They also sell online, and they also sell from the farm. So using the WCSA method, how are we going to communicate the value of these beautiful, they're very beautiful, brown eggs to customers? Well, what they are brown eggs from free-range hens. What might the customer's concerns be? Well, if they're shopping specifically for free range, they're obviously concerned about the animal welfare of those hens. So what are solutions that I would explain to the customer, and why these eggs are worth $6 a dozen versus the eggs that cost $2 on the grocery store shelves? In this case, I would tell the customer, these eggs are from free-range hens. You can look on our website and see pictures, but better yet, if you are in Ross County, stop by the farm. You can see them there. We also sell directly from the farm. Or if you'd like to place your order online, we also have pastured meats. You can place your order and pick it up from us on the farm, or we also deliver. But if you'd like to see our animals on the farm, we would encourage you to come and see how our animals are raised and experience our farm and why we place so much value on our production methods. I might also show the customer the difference in the egg. So if you've never had a free-range egg, you are probably used to a pale, sad-looking egg with a pale yellow yolk. You'll notice the yolk on these, and it's kind of hard to see, but the yolk on these eggs is deep orange, bright colored, and that is because of the nutrient difference. It's very clear to see from a conventional egg that this deep, rich orange yolk looks different than anything you're going to buy in a store. The difference in the nutrients in this egg, and the fact that these hens are raised free range, is a concern of customers, and my product is providing a solution to them. So I would then do A, which is ask, how many dozen eggs would you like today? You're probably going to want to eat these every single morning because you're going to taste the difference and you're going to feel so great because of the nutrient value in these eggs. So assuming you need 3 eggs for an omelet each morning, you probably need 3 dozen. And that is how you would communicate the value of these eggs, and perhaps also share the other additional products you have and where those customers can find those products and find you. Last but not least, this delicious bacon could sell itself, but let's talk about it anyway. This delicious bacon and also some ground sausage is from Whipple Family Farm, the Whipple Family Burke Farm. They are in Pickaway County, and so these folks sell at the farmers markets. They sell from the farm. They also sell online, so you can visit them. I'm going to provide their information later. But using the WCSA method, what it is pork. It is pork specifically from Berkshire, which is a breed of pig. So it's a hog breed, and that it is something that they specialize in. So I would definitely want to mention that when I'm communicating what their products are. I would also say, if the customer comes to me and says, oh, I definitely want bacon, because who doesn't? I would say, yes, I would love to have you try our bacon. We also sell ground sausage. We also sell ham. We have the most delicious, beautiful, big pork chops that you will ever eat in your life. We sell 3 different kinds of sausage. We have beer brats, we have kielbasa, The full list of our offerings is available on our website, but I'd be happy to tell you about those products as well. What are concerns, which is the C, that customers might have when they're coming to purchase this? Well, they'll probably want to know where the animal is raised. They'll hear Berkshire pork, but they probably don't know what a Berkshire is, so there will be some education components to selling that. So what would my solution be? Probably doing some education in that case. What is Berkshire pork? I see this says certified Berkshire. What is Berkshire pork? It is the elite pork. It is the elite breed of pig, and you're going to taste the difference in quality. You're going to see the difference in quality when you try our ham and look at the beautiful texture of our ham and even the texture of our bacon. It cooks up so crisp and beautiful. There's even less fat in it, so when it cooks up crisp, it's just going to make that fried egg sandwich that you have crisp. You're going to taste the difference. And so those are the solutions that you are providing to the customers. You'd also want them to know that we've been raising this pork in Pickaway County for several years. We are a small family farm. If you would like to come see how our animals are, we do sell fresh from the farm. We'd love you to come see our beautiful animals and our Berkshire hogs that we are so proud of. So inviting them to your farm and to your other methods would be a solution. And then the ask. So I will love to sell you this bacon. Would you also like to try our hot and spicy sausage? This is awesome when you sub out the ground beef in your spaghetti with the hot and spicy ground sausage from Whipple Farms. It's delicious. It makes your spaghetti feel super fancy and taste wonderful. So that is how we would communicate the value of this local pork to customers. So just a couple notes on what makes restaurant and retail sales different. You're still going to use the WCSA method, which is what, concerns, solutions, and ask for the sale method. But what makes them a little bit different? First of all, access to the buyer. You need to be there when they are available to talk to you. So we know that chefs and restaurant buyers are very busy people. They might, usually on a weekend from a Friday to a Saturday and Sunday, they're serving their customers. They might have a very limited amount of time to meet with you. So be prepared at the drop of a hat to meet with them and make yourself convenient to them. Their concerns are also a little bit different. So when you go to them and you're thinking about their concerns, know that restaurant buyers and retail buyers are very price sensitive. They're going to not pay the same prices that consumers are going to pay. So looking at wholesale pricing, looking at the pricing of other items that they sell or their menu prices in the case of restaurant, and having an idea in your mind of how you can make it work with your products is very important. The volume is going to be different, obviously, than selling strawberries by the quart. If they're going to do a strawberry shortcake item on their menu that is going to cost a certain amount, they're going to need a large volume at a certain cost to be able to put that on their menu. So keeping that in mind when you visit with those customers. Next, the consistency and quality of product. Make sure that you are at a level with your consistency and the quality of your product that you can deliver those things to restaurant and retail buyers. They're less forgiving about those ugly vegetables or lesser quality items. So make sure that you are on point with those items when you are ready to approach retail and restaurant buyers. They may be used to working with brokers and distributors and not local producers. So often a restaurant will have a broker or a distributor come twice a week and do bulk deliveries. Perhaps they want to be able to offer some more local food items on their menu or in their retail stores, but they're not sure how that would work with you. Your job as a local producer is to make that easy to them. So working out your order and delivery system so it's convenient to them. So it's streamlining that process of working with you as much as possible. It's going to be a big concern for those restaurant and retail buyers. And last but not least, the payment system. So at the farmers market, when you give those items over to your customers, they usually give you some money in return. Not necessarily true. There is often a 30, 60, or 90-day invoicing process when you're working with restaurant and retail, depending on the size. So keeping that in mind, you're going to need to work with within their frameworks is super important. Also, what makes restaurant and retail sales different is the solutions. So they're going to need different solutions in restaurant and retail environments. So do your homework. That means going to the restaurant before you pitch your products, enjoying items off their menu, seeing how you might fit, and if you even are a good fit with that restaurant or retail environment is important. Going to the retail store, shopping there. If you're wanting to sell your pork in the retail store, looking at the other pork products, what are the price points of those products? Go in there prepared to speak to the specific environment. That is very important. Also do your job with branding. Often with local products, that retail or restaurant environment is going to want some co-branding. They might want some marketing materials, professional marketing materials, your logo, for example, to be able to utilize those on their menu and also perhaps on signage in their store. Being able to have samples of those when you go and approach these buyers is going to put you on top. It's really going to make your product shine, and they're going to see how they can communicate the value of your products with customers. In-store and restaurant demonstrations and signage, be willing, if you are going to sell within a restaurant, to go into the restaurant, perhaps volunteer as a host. So if they're going to do a special feature on your beef, for example, and add it as a menu item, and use some of your branding and talk about where that beef came from, be the farmer that's going to seat the guests and talk about, tonight's special is beef from my farm. I hope you would like to try the special and enjoy it. This is how it was raised. If I can answer any questions about the beef, let me know. With sampling, if you're selling in a retail environment, perhaps on a busy day, you could offer to be there doing samples of your cooked product. These are things when working in restaurant and retail environments will really make your product stand out. And also be willing to provide staff with tools for success. I see this especially in restaurant environments. If you have servers that are going to be offering the special, for example, giving them talking points, having them try your products. How about giving them some free samples of your products so they can communicate that value for you? Because you're not necessarily going to have the touch point with shoppers in a retail store or diners in a restaurant that are trying your products. So really creating ambassadors of the serving staff or the grocer staff that are clerks that are going to be helping those folks to communicate the value of your products is important. So thank you so much for joining me for Ohio Farm Bureau Live today. If you are interested in learning more about the Ohio Farm Bureau or becoming one of our member farms, there are several ways you can get involved. Policy, get involved in community, get involved with networking with fellow farmers, and working with our business partners is a great way to get involved in the Ohio Farm Bureau. The benefits of membership: you get to shape the future of agriculture in Ohio. You're also going to get access to exclusive member savings and discounts and enjoy our publications, Our Ohio and Buckeye Farm News. To join or renew your Ohio Farm Bureau membership, please visit ofbf.org/join. That's also a great page to learn more about the work we do in our state. And the Ohio Farm Bureau member farms I talked about today, please visit these farms and learn about what they do and the wonderful families that are producing this delicious local food for us within our region. The first I mentioned is Schultz Family Farm. They're schultzvalleyfarm.com, and they are in Fairfield County. The second I mentioned was Whipple Family Farm. WhippleFamilyBurks.com is their website. They are in Pickaway County. And last, Pastured Providence, pasturedprovidence.com. They are in Ross County. So please visit those family farms and learn more about their amazing products. Thank you. Hi, Hi, my name is Ivory Harlow. I am the Organization Director for the Ohio Farm Bureau in Ross, Hocking, Pickaway, and Fairfield counties. The Ohio Farm Bureau is a grassroots membership organization that works to support our state's food and farm communities. Our mission is working with Ohio farmers to advance agriculture and strengthen our community. If you are a farmer in Ohio, there are several ways you can be involved with the Ohio Farm Bureau. As a member, you have access to be involved in policy initiatives. That's bringing important issues that are important to you and your farm operation to legislators and lawmakers in Ohio to create policies that support and strengthen Ohio farmers. Another way is to build communities. The Ohio Farm Bureau holds several community events that unite farmers, policymakers, organizations, businesses together to advance our mission to strengthen our communities. A third way is networking. The Ohio Farm Bureau holds conferences and other opportunities to network with fellow farmers in the local area to learn more about agriculture in your community and create powerful connections to increase your businesses. The Ohio Farm Bureau, there are organizations in each county of Ohio, so that's 88 county members. And if you would like to learn more about the initiatives that are taking place in your county or be involved, you can find your county by visiting the Ohio Farm Bureau website at ofbf.org and then clicking on statewide and counties. That will take you to your county's webpage. Each county webpage has a listing of events that are upcoming that you can take part in as a member of the Ohio Farm Bureau. So please visit those county web pages so you can get more involved with the farmers in your community. Another great way to enjoy your Farm Bureau membership is the special savings and discounts. We have strong partnerships with John Deere, with Case International Harvester, with Ford that offer exclusive discounts to Farm Bureau members. You can save between $300 and $500 on equipment purchases and vehicle purchases using your Farm Bureau member benefits and savings. We also have fantastic travel savings for our members. So IHG Hotels, Ohio Great Lodges, Avis Rental Cars, trips to the local Cedar Park water parks, and other amusement opportunities, Great Wolf Lodges, for example, the Great Ohio Lodges here in Ohio, opportunities to spend time with your farm family having a great time at a discounted rate. So please visit ofbf.org and learn more about the benefits of membership. Thank you.